So the very first step that we want to do is getting a domain name. So what is a domain name? A domain name is a website address that when people type on their browser, they'll find your website or your web page. So in my case, I have wpwithswitzy.com and people can find me on this domain. So we cannot build a website without a domain name. So let's get our domain name. Type on your browser wpwithswitzy.com and /domain without s. Then hit your return or enter key. And this will bring you to Namecheap website. And by using this recommended link, I will get small commission, maybe $1. And I'll really appreciate this if you do, but you do not have to. Why I recommend Namecheap? Because in Namecheap, they provide you with the free domain protection. And I personally think that domain protection is very important. You can do research yourself on Google, for example. There are actually robots or web crawler that harvest your email addresses or any other private information that are built or configured to collect any information behind a domain name. Once your email address or any other physical private information are not protected, there is no coming back. And this is more important if, for example, you build websites for your clients. Right here, you want to sign up or sign in if you have already an account. So I already have one, so I'm going to log in. Then let's type in our domain name in this input search box. If you cannot see the search box, you can always find it under domains and domain name search. Worth knowing before we choose any domains. Rules number 1, no copyrighted domains. Apple, Microsoft, WordPress, and many others are copyrighted domains. Choose .com if it's possible. Third, it is optional. Put your brand or your name or your website topic on your domain name. And try to avoid long domain names because those are hard to remember. Then click on search. When the domain is available, you can now add to cart. If not, then modify again your domain name. Review your cart once again and finishing the purchasing process. In the purchasing process, you may also want to look either you want to auto-renew or disable auto-renew of your domain registration. You'll also see that Whois cart protection will be attached to your domain free forever as long as your domain is hosted here. Then finalize your purchase. Once you finish your purchasing process, you'll find your domain on your dashboard. You can find your dashboard under the account menu or under your username menu. In your dashboard, you should see your new purchased domain. You can also find all of your domain in the domain list in the left sidebar menu. So say now kimwp.com is my newly purchased domain. It shows an active status. I want to disable the auto-renew and I know the expiration date. Right here you can toggle the auto-renew feature on and off. There is also a Manage button to manage this domain. Now that we have our domain name, the next thing that we want to do is getting a web host. This web host will actually store your WordPress website files. So on our browser, type on HostGator.com and hit Enter key. I recommend HostGator for this video because not only that I'm using them myself, but they're also currently offering the free SSL certificate for your HTTPS page. And they are also the most affordable web host that I can find so far in terms of the renewal price. I agree with the cookies preference for now. Then we'll go to web hosting. Scroll down, we'll choose the baby plan because the Hatchling plan only support a single domain and will use the older PHP version. With baby plan, the newer PHP version will be applied immediately. So let's choose on Buy Now Baby Plan. We'll choose I already own this domain and type in your domain name. Then we'll scroll down in the Choose a Hosting Plan. For the package type, we'll choose Baby Plan, and the billing cycle, the more year you will get, the cheaper cost you will get. And that is because in every web host, renewal price is more expensive than the first sign-up price. So focus on the renewal price. So I'll choose 1 year for now. Type in your username and the security PIN and write it down somewhere. Then scroll down. For the enter your billing info, type in your valid billing information, especially your email addresses. The payment type, I'll choose PayPal. For the additional services, I want to uncheck all of them. Review them once again if you have unchecked all of them. Then let's scroll down. Review our order details once again. For 1 year baby plan, you'll get around this price. But if you type in this coupon code, so 1 cent WP host, this coupon code will give you even more discount. Let's validate. And let's see the price. So about $61 for 1 year. If you just want to try out, scroll up once again and go to the hosting plan and we'll choose baby billing cycle 1 month. Then let's scroll down, check the price, and you just have to pay 1 cent. But once again, please beware about the renewal price. So for me, optimally, I'm just going to choose again 12 months and I'll scroll down again to see the cost. For more affordable renewal price, being able to host multiple domains and free SSL certificate, I'll choose this plan with this price. Let's scroll down and read these terms of services and cancellation policy and any other policies page here. Once you do that, click check button and hit checkout now button. So after going the payment process, HostGator will build our account. If somehow you are not getting redirected, you can click this link to be redirected to your home account. So we'll come to the customer portal. You may also see this pop-up. Just click on Done It Before and hit on Continue button. So while our order is being provisioned, so now let's click on the Home button and that will bring us to the Home Customer portal from HostGator. So more and less like this. Also, once you sign up to HostGator, you will also receive some emails from them. So let's check our email account, and I use Gmail account, so I'm going to log into my Gmail account. So because I'm not a new user of HostGator, therefore I just received 2 emails. So my payment confirmation notification and my account info. However, if you are new to HostGator, you will also receive email that says thank you for choosing HostGator, and in that email you'll see the HostGator billing portal and the login name, which is your email address and your password. For the cPanel info, you'll find it in the email that says your account info. There it is. So let's open this email. So once again, HostGator billing portal is not the same with your hosting info. So your billing portal is the email that we've seen earlier, and this information, however, is your hosting account info. So HedgeLink plan, and we have the control panel URL, username, and the domain name and password, and so forth. Other than having our control panel URL in our email, we also have the same information in our HostGator billing account. So let's go there. So in our home of customer portal, we also see the link to launch cPanel here under the control cPanel sections. Or we can also go to the hosting to see hosting package or hosting plan. And we should see the cPanel link as well. So back to our account info email inbox or our cPanel info in our email. Now we want to go to Namecheap, so let's open Namecheap on our browser and to our account, dashboard, and then look for our domain name that we've just registered in the first step, and our domain name, which is this, and then I'm going to click on manage and scroll down And we should see name servers and custom DNS. So in the drop-down menu, you're going to choose on custom DNS, and then we'll check the email from HostGator that says your account info, and we'll copy the first and second name servers to our domain name servers. So let's do this. So that was our first name server. Now we'll copy the second name server as well. And once we're done, click on Check or Save button. The DNS server update may now take up to 48 hours to take effect, but usually it won't be that long. So now that we've pointed our domain names to our web host, we go back to our email inbox. So let's close this page. And then in new tab, we're going to log into our control panel now. So here is the link. We're going to be able to right click and then open link in a new tab. And this will enable us to log into our cPanel, and our username is this and our password is this. So this is your HostGator cPanel when you open it for the first time. I'm just going to click away all the offers here. So what we can do is go to Files on the left side of our cPanel menu. And this will bring us to the Files sections, and we want to go to File Manager. Go there. Here we're going to go to Settings, so click on the Gear Settings icon on the top. Then we want to go to Web Root, public_HTML or www, and then click on Save button. Let's reload our File Manager again. So now we see what is inside our public_HTML, where we can build our website with our domain name. So what we need to do is we're going to delete all of this. So select all and then click on Delete button on the top. And yes, I want to skip the trash and permanently delete the files. Confirm. So now we are going to download WordPress. Open link in a new tab and then download WordPress. Going to search that in your browser, and there it is, download WordPress. For now, let's click on Download WordPress button. So when it's done, you're going to take a look where your download files are, and I always download my files on desktop, so there it is, the WordPress 5.0.zip when this video was recorded. So the next step is we want to upload this file, which is now in our computer, to our web host. To do that, make sure that you are inside public_HTML folder, and then here we're going to click on Upload button on the top. Then click on Select File, navigate to your download folder where your WordPress.zip file is located. Select that .zip file from WordPress and then click on Open. So when it says 100% complete, going to click on Go back to the public_HTML, and there it is, you see the downloaded WordPress.zip file. Let's close that, and right here we're going to extract this file. So select that file, click on Extract button. Make sure that this is inside the public_HTML, click on Extract Files. So when it's done, click on Close, and you will see WordPress folder. If you do not see this, click on Reload button. Then we're going to delete this .zip file. Select that file, click on Delete button, and we want to keep it on the trash. Click on Confirm. And then double-click this WordPress folder. Going to select all of these folders and file. Click on Move button, and delete this WordPress directory, and then Move file. Up one level. Now our WordPress files are moved to our public_HTML, and we're going to delete this WordPress folder. Because if we do not move that, then you're going to have the kimwb.com, so your domain name, and then WordPress directory on the top. That's why we're going to move everything, every WordPress files and folders from this directory, and we're going to have this WordPress inside this directory. So we're going to access WordPress from here and not from WordPress, not from something like that. So we're going to delete this. Because WordPress needs files and database, therefore we now have to create a database for these files. So let's go back again to our cPanel home, and then here on the database, just click on that, and then we should see MySQL databases. We click that. Then I'll create my database here. So we're going to copy the name of the database, which is between the double quotes. Copy this and then paste it in our text editor. So DB name from database name, and we'll paste it here because we'll need later on. Then click on Go Back button. So we're going to create a new user for my SQL users. So I'm just going to type in my username. And then the password, we're going to use the password generator because it's very important to install. However, if we forget it, we can always change it from here. So password generator. Click on Advanced Options, and then we're going to type in the length, 18 length, and generate password. And then copy this. Then let's open our text editor, hit enter one time, type on dbuserpass for dbusername password, and paste this in. Then I'm going to add my own characters. And this is our user password. And then close it. So we're going to paste that in here. So now we have combination between the generated password and our own characters. And this makes the strength indicator shows very strong, which is very good. And then click on Create User. So now we have a username for our database. Open our text editor again. So below the DB name, hit enter one time, type in DB username from database username, and paste our username here. So now that we've created our username, we need to give this username privileges. So we're going to click on Go Back. Then we're going to scroll down until we see Add User to Database Sections. And select the user that you've just created. Mine, I just have one, so I'm just going to select this one and only user to this only database. So if you have many databases, then select on the drop-down button accordingly. Click on Add button. And make sure that this user is correct to the correct database. Then we're going to click on All Privileges checkbox. Make sure all selected. Click on Make Changes. So now that we have already our database set up and we had our files uploaded to our web server, the next step is, of course, we're going to install WordPress. So open a new tab on your browser and type in your domain name. So I'll type kimwb.com and hit enter on your browser, and you should see Setup Configuration Installation page. Choose your preferred language, and once you're done, click on Continue. Now we have all of this data, and click on Let's Go. Now open your text editor where you save or where you type in your database name and other stuff. And for the database name, this is it. Going to copy this and paste this in here. And in HostGator sharing plan, the database host should be localhost. And then the table prefix, and this is the benefit when you install WordPress manually, because you can increase your database security shield by altering this table prefix that is by default only WP and underscore. So for my table prefix, I would like to have some characters and underscore, another numbers and characters, and underscore again. Then click on Submit button. Now we can click on Run the installation button. So welcome. So for my site title, I would like to type in a short title for my site topic, then my username. For your username, consider something that is not really easy to guess. And for the password, this password we'll use every time we want to log into our WordPress dashboard. So we want to remember this. And we also want the password strength indicator to be strong. Then enter our email address. And for the search engine visibility, because I'm going to build this website for the first time, I want to discourage search engines from indexing this site while I'm still building this website. Then let's click on Install WordPress. So well done! We've successfully installed WordPress. Let's log in. Use our username and password. So there it is. We've successfully installed WordPress 5.0 using 2019 theme in HostGator. We also can see WordPress icon on the top, hover that, and then click on About WordPress. So now that we've successfully installed WordPress and able to log into our dashboard, we are of course curious seeing our front end of our website. So to go to our front end of our website, we're going to hover our site name and then drag and drop visit site link into our new tab, and we should see our website front end. There it is, our clean WordPress website.